this health ecosystem. And our goal in the ecosystem is to work as effectively as possible around accessibility and affordability and simplicity. And oftentimes, we get into things around affordability. For example, I think our best opportunity is we're very focused on value for payment and moving the system to value-based care, providing data at the right time and intervention in the system. Our goal is to have the majority of all of our arrangements in value-based care and to bring along individuals. It sounds really simple, but it's really hard, and it requires a different way of practicing, and it requires us to share data ubiquitously, real time, and it requires us to have very specific roles in the system. So I think there's a big opportunity. I think the huge opportunity for us in the short run is what we've talked about, which is to take some of the burden off of both parties right now. We get into a lot of discussion around pre-authorization. Well, by sharing this clinical data back and forth, we can take away a lot of that burden by being very upfront about what we need, getting the data correctly, and then letting the care providers know exactly where they are, so they're not spending all that time. And I think that begins to build some trust, and also frees them up to invest in other things and be much more focused on the clinical care side. So we view it as a critical trading partner, a critical part of the ecosystem. There are times when it's not always as we're in different parts of negotiations, but I think ultimately we generally get to the right place, and I'm really encouraged because I think with technology and data and our ability to take the noise out of the system, we can actually drive much better outcomes and better care on both sides. And I think ultimately that's our goal. It's certainly our goal for patients. Consumers want that. I think care providers ultimately want to be able to practice much more simply.
Yeah. So we are at the Consumer Electronics Show, and so I think we had a good focus on consumers. If we're back here together 1 year, 2025, what do you think will be different?
I think we're going to have better outcome use cases for where we've deployed this now. As part of this is we started with experimentation, and now we're moving to scale, and in our own